Hello there, everybody. This is TheAljavis here, and welcome to 2-2's Director's Commentary, where we talk about the ins and outs of production and how much we hate ourselves. And of course, I'm not going to be the only one. I'm not going to be the only one in this DC, as always. And I said that a lot anyway. So we're going to go from top to bottom. So if you guys would like to introduce yourselves.
Wait, shit, who's first?
MV, go.
Wait, what the fuck? Why me? Okay. Right. Hello, MV, LPMV guy, Sonata, Starlight Stan, Sonata Stan, and also a post-production manager, and also a video editor, and also an animator, and also a team leader for the animator group. They're Chads. I love them all. And also, Aljavis, you suck. Please get to the next person. Jesus fucking Christ.
Fine. So next person, please.
Hello, this is James. I'm one of the writers for this series, and I also obsess about the music a bit too much for my own safety.
Is that all?
Ow! Yeah, James.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, that is James
All
right
right.
there. And speaking of which, next.
Hi, everyone. This is Julius Gemstone, the VA of Phoenix Wright, and that's it. Happy to be here.
We're glad that you're here too. Next.
I might be something more in the future. Who knows?
All right, next then.
I'm the happiest man on earth in the happiest place on earth. I'm Soundman? Question mark.
He is the sound man.
He's the sound
Are you
man.
sure about that though?
You cleared it up. It was supposed to be just that awkward. Come on, guys. God. All right, next person.
Go. Next person.
Alright, I'm Serenity. I'm one of the writers for the project, just like James. My job is to do most of the planning for these episodes. I'm literally planning case 3 stuff as we're speaking.
Oh boy.
Kill yourself.
Very afraid.
Be very, very afraid none of you are ready. And last but not least.
Hello, this is Silverfeathers, also known as Shannon. I am the voice of Scootaloo, also a background artist, rigger, animator for the team, background artist, team leader. Oh yeah, and the singer of the end credits.
All hail Shannon!
No.
All hail Shannon!
No.
There are credits.
All hail Shannon! Yeah, there are credits.
I'm sorry.
We get credited for this
I've
stuff?
my skin multiple times in the animated group. None of y'all understand, bro.
Also,
Well, yeah.
Julius, you have one more hat, and MV, how many hats do you have?
Many.
I don't have that many, admittedly, but it's probably enough to fill a vault.
All right. So with introductions out of the way, let's get to the actual commentary part of this commentary. So if you guys have any talking points, make sure you tell us when it happened. Okay. Let's just go. Let's go. And here we go now.
Previously on Elements of Justice.
Beautiful.
This is the first time we actually used the
Recap,
recap. Yeah.
Who put this here?
I'm telling you, I didn't do anything.
Put together by
Would it be
Soundman?
alright if
I honestly don't remember if I did this or not.
It was
Someone did. Oh.
Soundman and I sort of worked together on it.
And it came out great.
Was that not the fourth one that you're thinking of?
There really
No, I
is
think
a
it was you because
source
you asked me for the music for it, so I'm sure it was you.
Yeah, because I've never worked with these the Hesed Hill sprites.
Okay, you better.
Someone did it. Someone will take credit.
Someone did it. We don't remember, but they did it. And we're happy that
Dave,
recaps
the
are a
editor
thing.
did it.
It's a true
All right.
statement. It exists.
Good job, Dave.
Also that that graphic in the beginning
Man,
of the
we could've
recap done
just
by
done that
Whitey
in the director's
Gion.
commentary
So
for T1.
big shout out to him.
Oh yeah.
Look at that carousel boutique. Look how pretty it is.
Done
I
by
want that
Beppy.
as a
It
wallpaper.
looks so accurate.
It was great.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is where I first met Rarity.
Turnabout Storm references.
So,
Right.
Julius, you're here to hear your performance and what was one of your better performances. I really love you
It
in
was?
this episode.
Okay,
Yeah, it was! Dude, your Psyche Locks segment's sweet.
It was.
Do you
I don't
remember?
No.
Hey! Condescending asshole.
What?
You're good. Damn it.
Nice pixel.
Amazing.
You are good, Julius.
Okay, they shrunk 500 times. That's why they're as big as the door now. You see these rasters? These are yummy.
This is why we make 4K stuff now.
Cat's knocking shit over.
Hi, Apple Bloom.
I love how she's evidence. It's so funny.
She
Listen,
is.
we had to come up with a way to indicate, be like, hey, she's talking through the window without actually drawing her in the background.
Why is there no muffle if she's talking through the window? She opened.
Oh shit! I'm
Oh
so
shit,
sorry.
Soundman!
No,
Missed
it's almost like
opportunity!
I almost don't have visual reference when I'm mastering for a series that is a slideshow.
Spooky.
This is why we have more people on the team now. Because if I remember correctly, Simon, you were doing mastering all by yourself at this stage.
I'm
He
still
was.
doing mastering all by myself. Asterisk.
Apple Bloom.
I thought
And
Joel
that's
was helping
why-
you.
And that's why you're
Angie,
teaching the rest of them
They
now.
do the grunt work.
Oh.
I am teaching them the principles of ear. Also, this is I like this music.
This-
MLI
never
music.
hearing
This is
MLI.
MLI music, yeah.
For never hearing it before.
Continuing with the trend of Case 2 being an homage to MLI.
This is an homage, everyone.
It's got some good music, yeah.
Also want to mention, OP Arts, the voice of Sweetie Belle.
Angel from Heaven?
Well, you're looking
Secret
Oh,
Angel
yeah.
from Heaven?
Pony who couldn't get out of bed a few hours ago.
Why are you asking so sussy, Apple Bloom? I mean, Sweetie Belle, whoever you are. I'm watching. Don't worry.
Listen, if Equity is Sonata, then Sweet.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my
Who
god.
the hell is Equity? That person hasn't appeared in our
Yeah, that doesn't
series.
appear yet. You're
I
jumping the
know, it
gun,
doesn't
aren't
exist.
you?
Idea for me to leave
Sweetie sus. Sweetie
Just
sus.
Sonata.
come home early and worry about
Oh my god, yo, this
Very
is when the chat
convincing,
started
Sweetie
spamming.
Belle.
sure she'll understand that you went to visit Scootaloo with
This was when the chat started spamming. Sus, Sweetie Belle.
myself if that makes you feel any better.
We watched chat.
We do watch chat.
I love the chat.
Why are
The
we
chat's
so
the
low
best thing.
energy? What's happening? Are we old?
Yes,
We're
we
old,
are.
yeah. We're essentially old right
talking
now.
over stuff that's happened in the episode. That's what we
We're old.
usually do. The only difference is that we haven't paused every 5 seconds yet.
it was
just Yeah. 50
minutes long.
Oh no!
Well, man,
I love how they stand on their hind legs. I don't care if you hate it. It's great. It's
I think it's
fun.
great too.
Cartoon pony
Horse.
people stop trying to apply real world logic to them.
Magnet hooves.
They've said it on their hind legs in the show so many times before. It's
No,
fine.
but we still get comments people being like, why are they standing on their hind
She has
legs?
strong back legs. They're strong.
Get the fuck
I'm
over
gonna
it.
say right now.
Get the fuck over it, audience.
Look, bro, I'm gonna say right
It's
now.
cool.
I'm gonna say right now. If you're a comment that's just saying about high
First
legs
big
or wrong,
moment.
then you got
Oh my
Oh
god.
wow.
Zabaldo!
Forlocks.
Forlocks.
was doing a fucking.
And yep,
moonwalk
Athena
in that
still
film.
has the Magatama.
Aljavas.
You
Yeah.
mean the Magnamata?
Is this a pausing moment?
Oh yes,
No.
the Magnamata.
The
Sorry.
Magnamata.
The
Well,
Magnamata?
Oh, you want to pause?
You
Here
can
we
talk about
go.
the Magnamata over here.
I was gonna.
Temosoto.
All right, so I guess this will be our first major talking point.
I was.
Yep.
I was going to say. I don't think I ever told you I really like the Magatama segment that you made, because this is you, right? You set this up originally
me?
for the last scene in Case 1.
What?
You mean the Psyche Locks, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Like I had to I was doing because the last time I tested the Psyche Locks stuff was back in like before Case 1. The release of Case 1. I was doing a lot of testing. Like if you saw like old tests from the channel, you would see that I have like an entire like video on Psyche Lock testing, and it's literally my most disliked video because I got attacked by anti-bronies.
Fuck him.
Oh, looks so great, but why are there fucking horses everywhere? What are
Exactly,
you, gay?
that's what it was. But yeah, like the layout of these Psyche Locks was based off of that test, which is why like it kind of looks like Sweetie Belle's kind of being covered behind it.
No, I like it. I like everything about it.
You like everything about it?
I like everything about it. They look really high quality. The animation is great. And then you look in the episode file, and then you just, cry, you shit a little.
Yeah.
And then you say, wow, this is scary. You get anything this.
Oh, yeah. Putting this together was hell.
The viewers can't see the file. They don't have to know what a mess it is.
You don't need to know.
But yeah.
But it looks great. It makes me very happy whenever I see it. I'm like, that is a good looking mechanic. Good job, El.
Yeah,
yes.
But dang it, Sweetie Belle. Why are you so sus? Why are you so suspicious?
Well, why don't we talk about why Sweetie Belle is so suspicious? Oh, sorry. I thought someone banged on my window for a second.
It was MV.
It's me, let me in.
What did I say? What?
So originally, as we said in 2-1, originally this case was written to have all three of the CMC be the defendants. So this scenario obviously did not originally exist, with Sweetie Belle having the 4 Psyche Locks and being all sus. So this is another element that was introduced to sort of add more drama between the CMC, sort of add tension. Be like, ooh, one of the members of the CMC isn't as on board with Scootaloo's innocence as one would expect. And that's going to be something that comes up again later in the detention center scene, where Scootaloo asks, like, oh, where's Sweetie Belle?
Where is Sweetie Belle?
And they're just
Flank it
awkward
on me,
silence
man.
because no one wants to say anything about it.
Why she flank it on me?
So what are Sweetie Belle's motivations? We have no idea.
Maybe we'll find out soon.
Next time.
Or maybe it'll just never be answered.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Like another question that I still unanswered.
So, are we done with this talking point?
Yes.
I think so. I think I said everything I wanted to
All
say
right,
about
nice.
it.
Yeah.
Under 5 minutes. That's good. That's a good sign.
What was that sound? Was that a guitar?
Track for the shortest DC so far. Yay.
Don't give me hope.
Suddenly not feeling so well
Hope.
anymore. I think I'm just gonna head back to bed. You should all go visit Scootaloo.
Plot twist. Sweetie Belle's motivations was just to find that missing dictionary that she could never find.
It was a pissin' bug.
It's a pissin' bug.
I think we should
Well, how did I know you were going to say that?
Because that's what it sounds like. It's a pissin' bug.
the trial
I mean, I kind of hear it too.
still need to
Good.
speak to her at the detention center anyway. Okay,
To be
Twilight.
I
fair,
mean,
out
like,
of the two-
ponies
out
live
of
hard
everybody here,
times.
I
So,
honestly thought TheAljavis would be the one to say it, not you, Soundman.
You're right. I'm so refined, and I never make any dirty jokes. And Aljavis is
Listen.
100% sleazy at all times. That's him as a person.
hell yeah,
Yes.
I am.
Give me a second, Soundman. I've seen the Magatama just go off on that entire statement that you said.
Wow. Hey,
There's-
buddy.
They're black
Buddy,
Psyche
we're
Locks.
friends, right?
No.
And yes, there's that little detail from last episode. She did grab the
Give me back
Magatama
my
from Turning
shiny
Page,
rock.
so
Tool that we-
that's
that-
why she
that
could
tool
see
that
it.
we
Give me back
used
my
to-
Magnum Carta!
It's designer issue.
The tool that we used to switch perspectives ended up allowing us to also show off Sweetie Belle's Psyche Locks from Athena's perspective, and not just have Phoenix say, oh, Sweetie Belle, you have Psyche Locks. Because that would just draw all the dramaticism out of that scene.
Dramaticism.
Dramaticism.
I made up a word.
Drama.
Push.
It's just.
You're a writer. You can make up any word you want.
Drama.
Ooh, goofy.
And of course, this is a reminder for the audience of how the Magatama works.
Yep, for all the non-Sony fans out there.
And this is a
Oh my
callback
God.
to Turnabout Storm.
Love it.
Do you
Yeah.
want my 100% serious, not over picking criticism of this background, Aljavis?
You want me to pause
Oh,
here?
yeah, I spilled coffee on my keyboard. That's fitting. I'm being a nitpicking asshole.
You want me to
Instant
pause
karma.
here?
Oh, no.
No?
I was
Alright.
just gonna joke about how the top stroke on the tree to the right, you see it's layered under the cloud stroke.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
That's not a major issue. I was just being a nitpicking asshole, and
Huh.
God, my coffee.
I never
That
noticed.
was hilarious.
Oh no!
Well,
not the
well, now
coffee.
everyone else will notice. I'm sorry, Beppy, if you're
Oh, this-
watching
yeah,
this.
Effie, it's great. Yeah.
Pepe does an amazing job. The debris.
What could the debris possibly mean?
She's a garbage worker in her spare time.
Woodland debris.
Hey, why are you a trash digger,
Hey.
Phoenix?
I don't know, man.
When
When I was a hobo, man, I had to find some way to make ends meet.
I just learned to dig around in the trash.
I just learned how to dig around in trash.
I wasn't even looking for any- I wasn't even looking for anything
And
in there. I just wanted to dig around the trash.
It's a world of treasures in there, my man.
Wait,
World of treasures.
What does that even
OC
mean?
senses are tickling.
Your OC census. I don't know what you're talking about. No OC is going to appear in this scene.
Absolutely no OC.
Scene 13.
If
I
my
originally-
OC can't be in it, then no OC can be in it. Right, guys? Totally.
You're already in the series.
No, I'm not.
You
Wait a
are.
minute.
You're in the background.
I remember.
Nobody saw me.
I remember in the original
I didn't see you.
script for this
No one
part.
saw me.
I remember the original script for this
Everybody's
part.
talking over each other.
I remember the original script in this part. I wanted
love this
like a small like transition to like them singing the Smile Smile song and then Apollo just going crazy.
You know,
It's
That-
toned down for this part, but it would have been pretty funny.
I find it extremely hilarious that in that moment when Piggy came up, she's apparently much bigger than the humans. That's amazing.
She's breaking the fourth wall.
Don't worry, MV. We'll get to that point when we do.
Oh my goodness.
I am trying so hard not to scream at these sizes because I have to save that screaming for the very next scene.
Well, I can't really say we have a clear picture of what happened yet, and none of the evidence we found is at all decisive.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Unfortunately.
You're a failure,
Whatever that
Athena.
means.
Damn. you have
She's
to do
trying
that for
hard,
her.
okay?
Let her try.
She's trying
Stop
so
being such a
hard.
Try hard, Athena.
Plenty of chances to
Good.
succeed.
Let her be a try hard so that she can win.
Yeah, you're right, Twin.
And of course,
After all,
call back to Turnabout Storm.
it wasn't even
Expect
the
that a
same
lot
me right away
in this
either.
case.
I just had to
Honestly, I think we may have got a little bit overboard with the references in Turnabout Storm.
You guys remember Turnabout Storm? We do.
Um,
Oh, there
that's
she
kind of-
is.
that's kind of what it is. Oh, yep,
what
here
the
she
fuck
is.
that?
Hello, Overgrowth.
Hold on, let's not pause yet.
She was talking with everyone.
Let's
else
wait
in
for
the
her till she
Who's
says
this
her
cute bear
name.
that I've never seen before in my entire life?
Sugar stamp at your service, ma'am.
At your service, man.
Oh, and there she is. That's
There she is.
Sugar Stamp.
Editing 2-4.
So yeah, Sugar Stamp.
Sugar sus. Apparently.
Dramatic music
nice
enters.
music.
So, the mayor that stole my heart, Sugar Stamp. I remember her face as if it was yesterday.
Are we going into a noir?
Yes, we are. But yeah, when it comes to designing Sugar Stamp, fun fact, I don't even think she was in the original script. She's completely new.
She's completely new. I can confirm that.
Yes.
So like she's just your
And actually,
regular
this is the
Mayor Pony.
This is the first character that I had like complete freedom of control over, like how to build her personality.
Yeah.
Because all the other ones I had to work from what AlJavis had given us. But when it came to Sugar Stamp, I was like, oh my gosh, I could start building this character from the ground up.
Yeah.
So when we did that, one of the things I wanted to go for was like sort of contrasting nature to Fair Devotion, because Fair Devotion is kind of like, you know, this stern, overbearing mother, whereas Sugar Stamp still has this sort of motherly quality with, you know, the CMC, but she's much more friendly, and she gives them candy, which is sweet. And more
Yeah.
reason why.
And I remember
It's
also
it's in
like
her name.
also trying to design this character, like went through like a bunch of phases, like making her like look pink or make her look purple or whatever. But we went over with kind of like a teal-ish, like bluish kind of look. She originally in the initial sketches that she would have just a little ponytail behind her, but while designing her, I was like, I'll just give her pigtails for fun. I'm like, all right, no, this is the way she looks. She's gonna have pigtails, and they're adorable for it.
Y'all, they sure make a gosh darn cutie.
I think it really works, yeah.
I also want to point out,
She's
funny
very
how
good
you
at-
mentioned Serenity. Funny how you mentioned that Fair Devotion and Sugar Stamp are very different characters, yet they're voiced by the same person.
They are. That's another thing that's really interesting.
That's true.
Good job, Overgrowth.
Good job, Overgrowth.
Overgrowth voice
So
is
talented.
both the very low-voiced, stern Fair Devotion and the very high-pitched, peppy Fair Sugar Stamp.
Yeah, I'm surprised by her range.
So talented.
Yes.
Good shit.
So, is all we're gonna mention?
There we go. Some
That's
upbeat
some
music for
that's some
her.
sugar stamp music right there.
That is Sugar Stamp music right now.
Yay.
So, are we done with talking about her?
I think. Let me go back to the talking points document, see if there's anything I missed.
There's one moment that we're gonna.
There's one point, but it's not been mentioned yet. So I'll
It's not
wait
mentioned
till
yet,
we-
but
till
we'll
we
get
to
there.
it.
I like her freckles that look like cookie crumbs.
No.
I do think so too.
Well,
They're
actually,
super cute.
James, I want to ask you. One of the things that James added to Sugar Sam's character was that she elongates certain syllables. I want to ask James why he decided to do that.
Oh yes,
Sure
please.
crumbs, man.
Because it sounds cute.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Sometimes that's all you need.
She's excited to do her job.
Yeah.
I've done the same thing while delivering stuff before.
All right, so are we good to go?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Happy.
Cut the music.
Here you go! An equestrian attorney badge sent directly from the High Council.
Wow, thanks.
And there is another attorney badge right there.
Oh, you're too kind. But if you must
Alright,
thank
this is the
someone,
moment that I want to talk about.
Council, Lawkeeper
Want to
Equity,
pause here?
Princess
Oh god, is
Silverfeathers,
that equity?
Lawkeeper Equity.
She
Hey.
immediately
Pause here.
her other duties to make
Yeah.
Scots
Looks
The
to
Lawkeeper
hard
Equity.
Okay, so this is the first name drop of Equity, who by this point everyone should know is like a really important character to the series.
Lawkeeper Equity. The mayor that
I
stole my
feel
heart
like
away.
we should have maybe. How many mayors have stolen your heart away?
Yeah,
Dude, so far.
seriously.
A lot. You're just a simp for every mayor.
Not true.
Has Coco
Yeah, got
also
him.
stolen your heart away?
Who hasn't she stolen from, sir?
Damn, bro, holy shit.
Maybe I
Wow.
shouldn't answer that question.
Coco Pommel steals the hearts of nations, sir.
Listen, I stole her heart when I made her.
You
an
did, you
analyst
monster!
of the overall concept.
Fucking psycho.
But anyway, getting back on topic. 'cause
Yeah,
I
getting
don't
back
wanna
on
get
topic,
derailed.
please.
I feel like the first mention of Equity is kind of undersold, and I wish that it wasn't. I wish we could go back and change that because it's sort of just like a blink and you miss it mention, and then she appears in the post-credit scene of this episode, and everyone's just kind of like, "Who's that?" Because her name isn't even mentioned in the post-credit
That's
scene. either.
Sonata?
That's
Shut
all.
up.
Oh, hush you.
We'll talk about that when we get to there.
Yeah, we'll talk
But,
more about her
I do
when
wish,
we see her.
I do wish maybe like Phoenix or like the others kind of just like perked up, and be like, "Ooh, Lawkeeper Equity, who's that?" And then like they say like, "Oh, she's head of that council or something." Just something else to just give like a little bit more weight to the name and just bring attention to it. It's not like an entire extra scene for it, but just a couple of lines.
Lawkeeper Equity. She was one of the Equestrian High
But
Council famous
I would-
silhouettes.
I would definitely say by the end of 2-4, she's definitely made an impression.
Yes.
So
Every-
despite a bumpy start, she's gotten the stage that we want her to be at. But that's all I wanted to say.
She's really cool, really neat.
All I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
We can move on.
All right.
as soon as possible. See? I told you they'd give special attention to a princess's request.
Also, nice choice in music.
You're welcome, Twilight.
Oh yeah, this is
It's-
Iris's theme from the Great Ace Attorney.
She sure is a powerful
Believe
ally.
I think James and I both kind of simultaneously agreed that this should be Sugar Stamp's theme.
Miss Stamp? Good to see you.
Because it's very peppy like she is.
Oh, yeah.
You know Miss Stamp? Yeah. She's always coming by Scootaloo's house to drop off letters from her parents.
Speaking
A
of
call
which,
forward right there.
I heard from the others that Scootaloo got
Yep.
arrested this
Parents.
morning.
It's gonna be another one of those in a bit here.
Yeah.
Also, I love how Sugar Stamp is animated. Just
Yeah.
have her head resting on her wing.
Save her.
Yeah, I
And
want
also
Sugar.
this pose right here where she uses her wing to like in a thinking pose.
Yeah.
Wings are very
Hey,
versatile limbs.
Shannon,
I see.
you were the one that posed and animated her, I'm sure, right?
It's another letter from her parents. I bet
I definitely was the one to pose her, yeah.
Miss Stamp.
And I
Awesome.
had to help redo her wings at one point.
Look at that, Werther's.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention. I was one who edited this scene. I completely forgot about that.
Wow.
Yeah, you partially did. Yes. Well, you did.
Hey, sir,
Yes.
hey, sir.
I took I think Josh had something to do. He was the one who originally edited this scene, so I took what he had and just finished it up.
Yep.
Also goes
You
with
were a video
reference.
editor for a while.
Yes. Best game.
But yeah, I understand why people hate Adobe because good God, it took me only a couple of hours to hate Adobe after I started working with it.
Now you
Hey,
understand,
Serenity,
you
I got a
amazing
lore
writer.
question for you.
What?
What kind of candy does Sugar Stamp hand out?
I
That's a
guess
piece of
based on the picture we saw, hard candy. It looks like.
Yeah, that's from
Come on.
Eastern Investigations 2 from the Inherited Turnabout.
Let's just assume
it's the
that she has
candy
a
I
bunch of
believe
different
Raven
kinds of
Shields
candy.
gives to Simon Keys.
Oh, come on, hard candy ain't that good, bro. What?
Our candy is
Where's
delicious.
I don't know. Maybe she probably gives out other pieces of candy.
Good.
I mean,
Alright.
speaking of that candy wrapper, by the way, that was actually one of the teased images in the teaser for this case that Aljavis put out.
Yeah, I remember
Sonata-
that.
Sonata
long
had
time
one of
ago.
those wrappers on her table.
I love how you created it.
Man, I remember like teasing that a good while ago, and people had no idea what that was about.
By the way, Rarity, there's
Mhm.
Dramatic.
And I have a case 3 teaser in my mind, and I can't wait to start working on that.
Oh my
Please.
goodness, case 3 is gonna be. We're only halfway done with case 2, and we're already thinking about case 3.
That's how we have to do this.
You're right.
Hey, listen. Like, the last case 2 is already written, I'm pretty sure. Just not edited for any of that shit yet. So we'll make it.
Something might have happened to her.
I don't know. She won't tell
It just reminded me, I need to record for the next few episodes, don't I?
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that would be nice.
One thing I do like that we incorporated into this case is the fact that this case literally took place on the same day as the Manhattan trial. So
Yeah.
we could use the fact that the Ace Attorney characters in the main 6 were in Manhattan as part of the case.
Yeah. Because they were all away, they had no idea that this was all happening.
What does it say?
You can read it for yourself.
Dear Miss Rarity, I'm sorry.
I don't think-
for what I'm about
I
to
think
do.
if it has been done in the Ace Attorney series, it's like been done very rarely. I think the only example I can immediately think of is like Investigations 2, where Case 5
I'll do whatever you want to make up for
5 takes place like literally minutes after Case 4 ends.
Yeah.
Maybe James can correct me on that.
Everyone that comes to mind, yeah.
What does it mean, Rainbow Dash?
Scootaloo stole a roll of golden silk from Rarity's shop last night.
Oh my
Who
goodness.
broke into Carousel Boutique?
This is the second time she's done this.
I wonder what that might be from. More homages.
More homages.
You guys like my little investigations?
Fortunately, Rainbow,
Play 'em alive.
did.
Am alive.
Finding that note, and I discovered that one of my rolls of golden silk had
Also, I want to mention,
missing.
I've mentioned this before in 2-1, but like that the golden silk literally a recolor of the special fabric roll from case 1. So, and I remember seeing people seeing that like, wait a minute, why does it look like the same thing? I'm like, are they connected somehow? No, I literally just recolored it.
We just reuse assets. Don't think everything is connected to each other.
Or
but at the same time, because we are a mystery series, they can't help but think that way.
I know that
Hey, Z,
they can't help it, but at the same time, like, sometimes the simplest explanation is the easiest one.
Yeah,
killing you is hard.
Understandable, but sometimes.
Hey, I didn't actually say the quote correctly though. That's not how she says it.
What do you think? As long as she stays with us, she should be fine. We don't plan on heading anywhere else anyway. Normally, only those of immediate family or attorneys are allowed to visit the primary suspects on trial.
You know, I kind of wish we didn't include this line. It's literally just there to be like, hey, this is how we can turn about Storm, so we're just gonna circumvent it.
To finagle a way to get them all in.
We need to set up the ground rules.
It is a
Everybody
bit of
can
a
walk in
problem.
willy-nilly.
It is a bit of a problem when it comes to the writing. We tend to kind of say more than we should. We just say legit criticism that people have said at the time. So
yeah, I also don't like the fact that Turnabout Storm was there. Like, you can't be in the detention center unless you have a badge. Like, why though? That makes it so much harder.
Show us your badge.
So what's your badge, sir?
Here it is, scene 14.
The longest scene.
I got shit to say, but I'll see if Phoenix comes up.
Hold on. We're going to have a pause moment in a second.
Gonna have a pog moment in a second.
There she is.
Hey, kid.
So, we have a certain someone we need to talk about.
Oh, yes.
That guard in the background.
All hail Shannon.
No.
Shannon.
No.
All hail Shannon.
And here we are, ascended to the
All
heavens
hail
to see Shannon.
We have come to see the goddess.
Spirit of Justice music.
Let us hear her words of wisdom.
So, we didn't get to ask you this last time, but yeah, Shannon, what was it like auditioning for Scootaloo?
To be honest, it was pretty nerve-wracking because I know this project is pretty big, and I was a fan, but I was like, oh gosh, what if I don't get in? So I actually tried out for 2 roles. The first one, or was it 3? I forget the other one, but the first one I tried out for was Silver Spoon, actually. And then I also tried out for Scootaloo because I could mimic her voice pretty closely. But yeah, so I was just it was a situation of hoping for the best, expect the worst.
Yeah, I will mention something about the auditioning for a bit. I've said this last time as well. You almost lost to MLP Arts.
Yeah.
Like, she already...
That does beg the question. What was it that pushed me over the edge?
What got you the upper hand?
Yeah.
For me, it was the rasp, the tone of your voice, cause LB Arts, like listen, LB Arts, if you're watching this, you're awesome, but you're taking on way too many roles too. And also
many of the canon. She'd do so many of the canon characters' voices so accurately.
Too. But anyways, what sold it for me with your Scootaloo was the tone and rasp in your voice. Like, LP Arts was just a tiny bit too squeaky. And because of that, you got the role.
Ah, I see.
And
then you
here you are
into the goddess of this project.
Yeah, you literally you took over so quickly. So you wanna? So I think we should also talk about what led to you taking on more roles than all of us thought we would.
Okay. Well, from my recollection, I kept seeing discussions between the director and the other team members about, oh, we don't have this background. Oh, the voice lines are missing. Oh, we need to do all these stills. And just general freak out. And I was like, oh, I want to help out, but I don't know if I'm allowed. So I just posed so I just said, hey, I'm actually pretty skilled in art. I could help out with stills or backgrounds. And I was just pretty much smacked with the background artist tag and given I think it was 2 backgrounds. The first was the exterior of Zecora's hut, and then the balcony, which we will see later in this episode.
Oh boy.
Oh
the
boy.
balcony.
We'll get to that. But yeah, so first step was becoming a background artist, and then I was seeing how the animators were struggling, so off on the side, I decided to take a class in Animate, just to learn the program as well as to learn animation in said program, and then I became a rigger, and then
awesome.
yeah, it just grew from there.
I would like to mention, right, this is also the first time I had to teach somebody, and that was Shannon. I had to teach Shannon how the rigs work and how the software worked and how to animate with these people.
And you were a great teacher.
Thank you.
Oh,
It was a very nerve-wracking experience, and have my anxiety fucking thrown into the fucking meat grinder. All right, but it worked out, and now Shannon is a god tier at her job right now, and she also helps teach the other newbies as well.
Yes.
And it's amazing. Thank you, Shannon. You saved my ass multiple times.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I think that's it in regards to my roles as Scootaloo as well as the rest of the other areas on the team.
Yeah, you do a lot for this team, and we cannot repair you enough for it.
Oh, wait, repair?
I said repay you, not
Okay.
repair.
So I think repair also works, considering that it's probably been damaged by us.
A lot of damage was caused.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. It was the editing that damaged me.
So you
Yeah.
don't repair then.
Yeah, but yeah, this shows that editing is a pain in this series. Anyways, we should move on.
It damages anyone it touches.
How are you holding up?
Doing Serenity.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You might want to turn off the music.
Really nice. Except for one.
I'm getting
nice
better at it.
Oriental music for this fucking detention center.
I need to get out and take my scooter for a joyride to stretch my wings.
That's almost the
Scootaloo, we're going to get you out.
trailer line.
Aren't you one of those human things?
Yeah, I guess.
I am a hairless ape, yes.
To offer my assistance and defend you in court.
I don't remember the case 2 treatment.
Murdering that stallion? It looks that way.
We all know you did, Scootaloo. Just confess.
Don't worry, Scootaloo.
What'd you do, Scootaloo?
And get you through this.
I have to pause. Pause
The
there.
one from last time, right? The one that held
TWITHENA.
Huh?
Pause.
Yes.
Pause right here.
I don't think
Yeah, exactly on Phoenix.
All right.
Me.
What do you wanna talk about?
Kissy face. Mm.
What are you finna about to talk about, MV?
I wonder.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
So,
Oh boy.
So, right? You see that Phoenix right there?
Hey, the handsome mug.
You notice
What
how
about
that he is 10 times bigger than fucking anything else? And that he was
I am a
on
large,
screen?
swole man, yes.
Yeah. And same also goes for the ponies. They
I
were
radiate
smaller in
ultra
other
Chad
scenes,
energy.
and also bigger in other scenes. And this reflected to 2-1 as well at the same time. Alright? That is the problem of size inconsistencies and no very specific size that every single editor should follow. Something that none of us have ever had. And thanks to that, right? Gerbo, one of our editors, decided to bring this up. The fact that the sizes are inconsistent. and that people are probably going to notice it. I sure as hell noticed it for the past 100 times and have to shut up about it in 2-1, in 2-2, right? So then, this started an idea from Soundman and TheAljavis initially.
Well, you're missing the main catalyst, which was Perry's video.
Oh yeah, Perry's video, right? Like, which video was that again?
It was the "but if you close your eyes" video, and the guard disappears. But worse than the guard disappearing, Scootaloo changes positions.
Oh yeah, right. That
we said
video.
That's kind of cringe.
Yeah, kind of cringe. All right. So, that started an idea from Soundman and TWITHENA, known as the Great Reordering.
Oh yeah.
We like to call it the Great Reordering, also known as my greatest fucking torture session I've ever had in this project. All right. All right. Hey.
I love that it has a name.
The main goal was to get a good size and good position for every single pony character and human character to follow, right? Which worked. But as we were doing it, we realized that the characters, the rigs themselves, are the most unorganized, unoptimized piles of donkey shit that was ever created. All right?
Oh, man.
And if you
Sounds
don't
like
know
a great
this,
time.
yes, all right? And if you don't know this would cause very, very bad problems for this software specifically, meaning that you would get longer load times, you would get bigger file sizes, and of course, you would also have some characters' body parts just casually change into another character's body part for some reason. Like Phoenix's fucking nose having Suri's tail for some reason. Alright? That was a real thing. That was in the blooper reel as well, by the way. Right?
Oh, right!
Because... that's all because the naming conventions are wrong. And some characters have the same name as other characters' body parts, which caused this discrepancy. So, as a result of that, me, Soundman, well, mostly like me and Soundman, had to go through the valiant effort of going to every single rig we have ever had in this fucking project, from case 1 to case 2, with all of those stupid godforsaken characters, alright? Right? We had to go to every single one of them, optimize all of them. And I do mean all of them, to make sure
This one included.
This one included.
Characters in... Yes, in fact. Alright? And there was 2 characters, in my mind specifically, that are the biggest problem, and that is Twilight. What a fucking shocker. And also Coco Palmel, right? Soundman managed to do a lot of renaming convention for me. Thank you, Soundman. But I had to do the task of going to every single rig and renaming every file and deleting pointless bullshit that made no sense. Hence,
I have notes of my own. You are
Sounds
ready.
Pretty, sounds like a pretty sad experience,
Go ahead,
man.
leave some of yours. I'll rant in it after you say that, alright? I'll rant in a second.
One, they all went into one file, which we said, oh, it's fine, it's just going to be there. And then we start looking through and we're like, oh, the program has changed some things without us doing anything?
Yes!
Uh-oh. So it was corrupted, but not really corrupted, because, like, Fair Devotion was fucked up. Like, and we couldn't find it. It was like some layer that was hidden deep inside her ass. Like, that took a couple days to find out where that was.
Yeah. All right. A bunch of
smuggling it.
I like how they can be taken literally.
Weird hidden problems because what a shocker! If you put the entire EOJ character lineup into one big file, you will get problems. You will get a lot of problems. All right. Who would ever guess? All right. But that's not only the kicker. The big kicker for me. The big kicker for me was 2 very specific characters known as Coco Palmel and Twilight Sparkle. What a fucking shock! All right, those 2 had the most unorganized, the most fucking unoptimized, the most shittiest layout, shittiest organization I've ever seen in any pony rig in my 5 years of doing these godforsaken animations. All right, they were the worst. and I had to rename every single body part that they've ever had. And you might think, oh my god, how could that be so bad? I don't know. Try doing that for over 200 symbols per character. Yes. All right. I had to edit all of that. Twilight's was terrible because I had to do that. Do her entire lineup 2 times in a row. 2 times in a row. Fucking Twilight. All right, 2 times in a row because she had a co-counsel variant and also the front view variant. All right. And then Coco's was just dog shit because her main is a fucking mess, alright? Her main may look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside is a garbage dumpster fire, alright? That is as trash as DHX's actual file.
Oh, why you insulting her hairdo like that?
I'm insulting her hairdo because her hairdo gave me fucking 2 weeks of pain, alright?
It takes a lot to get that fancy.
And to be fair, when I was going through and posing... Oh, sorry. I just wanted to add in, when I had to go through and pose Private Eye, because I did his poses, I had to experience it before the Great Reordering, because, oh boy.
It was terrible.
It was terrible. He was turning into playwright.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. He was turning into playwright's poses, and he also had wings for some reason. He was an alicorn. Right.
He was the prettiest prince.
Thank goodness for magic code that renames things.
Yeah.
All hail Envy and Soundman.
All hail them both. Hail them both.
Actually, you want to know what's funny about that part? I didn't have that rename code by the time I was doing the Great Reordering.
I made it for you because I saw you were suffering so bad.
Yes, alright. Alright, you gave it to me at the last moment of the Great Reordering, alright?
Yeah.
Thank you for that. But I had to suffer from naming every single last one individually, so I still have stars, alright? But yeah, right? At the end of it all, the rigs are organized. We now have a standard for how rigs should be organized and optimized so the editors won't go through fucking hells, alright? And also so the animators won't get very confused when they're trying to make body parts work out. And the main takeaway is that the Great Reordering fucking sucks. I hate it. I still get scars from it today. I still get Vietnam flashbacks whenever I look at a very bad Adobe Animate library, aka Patrick's library that he has in editing, right? Yeah. It's insane.
Thanks, Harry.
Great Ronin editor, MV. He has braved the bamboo fields of Adobe. He slayed much.
We go through a lot for the fans, by the way.
I did.
We do this for you.
I did this for the editors.
And none of them ever know it.
Right? I love every single last one of you watching, but just know that I've been through hell. I've been through hell that no man, woman, or child should ever have to go through in their life. All right, and that's all I have to say. The Great Reordering, more like the Great Depression.
So,
anyway,
is that all you
let's
want?
walk
Is
this lonely bamboo-ridden road to the next
Are you
stop.
saying that because it's Oriental-sounding music? Is that racism?
Hopefully, this is the longest time we have to pause.
Okay. I think at this point we should move on.
Yes.
Bamboo fields.
I'm just waiting for someone to go, yo!
You need to play. You need to play Okami if that's what you want.
All right. Let's just go.
In ancient times, there was a tale of one man
who dared fight against the samurai of Adobe. No.
Yeah, screw you, Athena.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking stupid giant ass Phoenix Wright. Oh my god.
You dare speak ill towards me?
Look at Scootaloo being like, you're not him.
Tiny ass Twilight.
You're not the spiky boy.
Uh-huh. So I think you should at least consider letting Miss Sykes defend you.
Okay.
Athena, don't you have some questions you'd like to ask Miss Scootaloo?
Get the fuck out of the chair.
Oh, right. So, Scootaloo, have your parents been here to visit you yet?
No, and they probably won't be coming.
What? Why not?
Depends on which fans you ask.
My parents study dangerous creatures.
It was answered live on the show.
I know. This
This is
episode,
like-
this episode was written like, I think while season 9 was still in the middle of airing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we added this little detail in there because the show had just answered the question of what Scootaloo's parents do. And we're like, oh, we could put that in the script.
Monster Hunters.
That's like the benefit of like writing everything after the series is over. So we got opportunities for call forwards, accurate call forwards.
And we also know which holes we can just fill in however we want because the show will never contradict them.
Yep.
Exactly.
Because when I wrote the original scripts, like 4 or 5 years, my God, oh, that's so long ago. I was a youngin. I was a youngin back then.
Back in my day,
Barely 20 years old at the time.
Scootaloo's parents were but fart in the wind in our minds.
But yeah, like that's a benefit of like doing writing after the series end, because like I said, call forwards and whatever. That way you don't. That way it's not like during the middle of the show where you're just gonna have to guess what they're doing, and then by the time something canon shows up, you're like, well, shoot.
Well, hey.
So in other words, praise the hard drive crash.
We met up with him again after that. You two have something in common, you know?
As well as a blessing in disguise.
You really look up to.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the first connection with turning a Scootaloo.
He's fine.
I don't have a crush on him. What are you talking about?
The death of his father.
Shh, let's not talk about that yet.
But he's strong.
We'll say I'm in love. Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
Whatever happened to that song, Shannon?
So you must be close friends with him.
We'll say
Still there.
I'm in
What
love.
makes you say that?
Well, you're clearly concerned.
I just had to
about
post
him.
it somewhere.
Not to mention the fact that he was famous
Should have uploaded that on April Fool's Day.
from being arrested.
No,
That's the
turn
next
about
episode of
Smooch.
BOJ.
It should have been the companion piece. Oh my god.
Am I wrong?
I know. It was like it was
It's all
perfect.
about smooching.
Turning and I
We'll
know
get to that in a bit.
But that's all. We're just acquaintances. We only see each other around town from time to time.
Just
That's all?
Yeah.
acquaintances.
It's not that
Hmm.
shit for Phillies and Coats living in a small town like Ponyville to be familiar with each other, right?
Oh no, no, no.
Guess not.
Hold up, Athena.
Going behind the school,
Mr. Right?
smooching.
Huh? How can you... Wait. Did those locks appear?
Yeah, my Magatama.
See, we can get away with doing this because we already showed the locks in the first episode.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter that Phoenix is just saying like, "Hey, I see locks."
Connected?
But
Pippin.
it would have been severely undersold the scene with Sweetie Belle's locks if we just had him say that there, which is why we needed to make sure Athena had the Magatama by the time she took over as the protagonist.
The Magnamata.
The Magna Carta.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be just adding reactions.
I'll see if I can't find these locks of hers.
Sure. Go ahead.
And also, people wanted to know why Athena doesn't do the Psyche Locks section and Phoenix does it instead. It's because this is Phoenix's mechanic and Athena has her moon matrix.
Yeah, no need to steal the spotlight.
We don't need characters stealing each other's mechanics.
Don't lie to me, child.
And here we go. The first Cyclops session.
All right,
Little Philly.
the very first Psyche Locks section of the series.
Do you want to talk about that at all, Soundman?
Oh, I was voice directing you and it came out well.
Yeah, but what else happened?
That's it. That's the whole story.
No more happened.
But I thought it's such of good times are good news. With good friends you can't lose. It's going to become a habit. Opportunities, you got to reach out and grab it. There may be a full cover of that coming.
Very soon, yes.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Almux. Missed you.
You seem to know an awful lot about him and his ideals. I don't think that's the kind of.
I don't know, Scootaloo. You slipped up.
By virtue of living in the same small town. You and he have not only met, but you've clearly had at least one conversation with him before.
Yeah,
Did milkshakes?
that's because we go to the same school. Yeah.
Oh?
Yes. Ponyville only has one school, so
about him.
I hate to break it to you, Scootaloo.
I like the idea of Ponyville School is just like like a university.
Doesn't go to school.
A super small
he don't
university.
go to school. He's a cool kid.
So you couldn't have
You
learned
probably
anything
can't
about
think.
him there.
Fine. How do you think we know each other then?
I'm glad you asked, Scootaloo.
Pushes up glasses.
Ribbon look familiar to you?
Except he doesn't need glasses.
The ribbon
His
he
eyes
gave
are his
you
glasses.
After he stood up for you against a
Damn, bro.
yesterday. You and he became friends after that encounter. Isn't that right? You gave him this ribbon as a thank you gift. I bet both of you spent some time getting to know each other afterwards. That's why I was so sure about you this morning. After all, you became close friends with each other just the day before.
Yeah, that's what happened.
The
Can't
first
say
grade.
I'm in love.
Stood up for me against those
One
bullies.
down.
Turning and I hung out for a
Two
little
up.
while before his
Two
mom
up.
pulled him away. I gave him that ribbon to thank him for what he did. That's really all there is to it, though.
2 remaining locks say otherwise. We're just getting started.
Liar!
Sorry, Scootaloo, I have magical powers.
I have magical powers thanks to this glowing rock I found.
Certain that your connection with Turning has some relation to what you were
It might be radioactive, but who knows anyway?
Talking about this, I already said I
Julius, do you like your performance here?
I don't think you're being truthful with
Me?
I'm starting to get better, yeah.
If you don't mind me asking.
Okay. You know what? At least you are showing
At
improvement
least
and
you're
increased
admitting that
confidence.
you're doing
It's
pretty
not
good.
terrible. I'll give myself that.
Sweet.
but Turning came along and intervened.
You given a masterclass acting in future episodes, though.
Oh yes.
I will
You may
say
be-
that, yes.
Oh, okay, confident.
Okay,
You may-
okay.
I did pretty good in the other.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Can't wait for those.
I'm confident that your little
in 4 years.
with the bullies was
No.
more serious than you're letting
Can't
on.
wait that long. Get
Serious
up,
enough
get
to
it done.
physical fight with them.
Hey,
No, there was no fight. We
have you noticed that there's been like no pausing this whole episode?
But this
It's almost
No,
like
there was.
good
They're
stuff,
just
man.
not that often.
Yeah,
The Great Reordering was like a big pause, but aside from that,
I
not
know.
really that much.
Yeah.
That's anything that needed a
We're trying to speed run this director's commentary.
From his father.
Now that James is
From his
here.
father.
much he loves his dad.
I did this whole thing in one recording session, so
That is true too. Dude,
Oh,
you're a powerhouse when it comes to your lines.
James.
You literally would like get your lines ready within the hour.
James, you two will get to speak about the credits music. You, me, and Shannon.
I apologize greatly.
Tell me the truth. What
Tell me the
happened to you
truth!
and those bullies?
Lying little Philly.
Lily,
Yeah. Little Philly,
you'll tell your princess the truth.
Evidence.
Evidence?
This
Evidence!
reveals the truth behind your encounter with the bullies.
By the way, fun fact on why certain exclamation lines sound so quiet. The truth is my voice can get pretty loud, and it blows out the mic.
Isn't that a good thing?
No, it's not, because that's like lost data, and it sounds really bad and staticky. Ugh.
I mean, you can turn down the gain whenever you go through a screaming moment.
I know, but it just.
Now why? Why did you do that?
But all the same, voicing Scootaloo is a little tricky because even when I turn on the gain, sometimes it comes out pretty loud.
She is a loud filly.
She is a loud filly.
And Turning Page, valiant royal guard in training that he is, would never let you.
Now, originally, this Psyche Locks scene, as we've said multiple times, and since all 3 of the CMC were defendants, this was originally a Psyche Locks scene with all 3 of them having Psyche Locks.
They all
With
shared
this
a Psyche.
general-
They all shared the
with
Psyche
this general
Locks.
secret being the thing that was contained behind it. The only thing that was removed is that Turning Page was not involved at all in their encounter with Diamond and Silver.
Not just you, but the rest of the Cutie Mark Crusaders as well, correct?
Because originally, the Cutie Mark Crusaders just went into the forest to meet Diamond, Tiara, and Silver Spoon at the castle clearing, and that was it. Turning Page wasn't involved in it at all.
With Turning after the incident.
Um,
Bullies were done with you.
But when we wrote it to have just Scootaloo go, we gave Turning Page more of a story with Scootaloo.
It felt more important now.
Yeah.
And now they're shipped.
Yes.
Really are as good as she said you are.
Again, called back to Turnabout Storm.
Pretty good at my job.
That's what Rainbow said.
Pretty good at my job. Glad to be recognized.
And now we're back to Athena's POV.
Are you sure you want to be telling them all this? Well, it's not like we can really hide it anymore, Apple Bloom. Besides,
We did it. We killed all of them.
we're enough to reveal our secrets.
Damn.
Their bodies are in our basement.
Oh my god.
So it's true then. You were blackmailed by these bullies you encountered yesterday.
Yes, we were.
It's not even just a callback anymore, it's like direct parallel now.
Yesterday, starting with when you first faced these bullies?
Sure. It was around noon yesterday.
Decided to bury him under a tree.
We're already in main.
Act as fertilizer for the apples.
Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom, and I were riding through town on my scooter and wagon, off to try and get our cutie marks and being explorers.
Exploring what exactly?
Yes.
Suddenly, we were stopped by these two fillies who go to our school, Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon.
Oh no.
Sound familiar.
The bullies.
Oh no.
Big smelly bullies.
Someday, just you wait. My friends and I are gonna get the best, most amazing marks any pony's ever seen. Diamond
Golly!
will be laughing at us then.
Look at that face.
That's right. Apple Bloom mentioned them earlier.
Scootaloo's so angry.
Those two fillies
I'm gonna
Oh,
kill
why
you.
wouldn't she be?
I'ma kill you.
class who haven't yet gotten our cutie marks. We've pretty much
You can just hear the puff in her cheeks.
yesterday was different.
And here they are.
Yep.
Diamond Tiara done by my beloved
Oh, hey.
Queen Pegasus wings.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, are those
She went from Coco Pomelo to Diamond Tiara.
Yep.
Hold up. You're not even going to admire the
And LP art says Silver Spoon.
The view.
to admire other than wherever you two aren't.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Aren't we?
Oh.
We just thought we'd be kind today and let you three
By the way, who designed the dresses for Diamond and Silver?
Me.
That was Shannon.
Bro. Oh god.
Just for the two of us, we win the biggest design.
You made him so pretty, the little brats.
See, when you actually have money like us.
Oh, whenever the fucking rich people flexing, alright? This is why you don't got any cults for it. This is why you don't got fucking cults, bruh. You're out here reflected for no goddamn
No
reason.
cults.
Fucking- No cults. No cults. Oh god.
This is actually another thing that's different from the original script. The Diamond and Silver actually did get into their heads and kind of like mess with them to the point where they actually did fight. But in this one, they stood their ground. All the three CMCs stood their
I
ground.
feel like after 4 seasons, these two shouldn't really care about what Diamond and Silver have to say anymore. So I was like, how about if we just let them throw their words back in their face?
Yeah. This time it's them like trying to instigate the fight. Well, not really, but you'll see what happens later on why it happens.
I'm gonna want Diamond Tiara just starts shit talking Rarity of all ponies. Yeah, nice job.
It took so long to make, but I think it adds just the right touch.
Oh hey Soundman, that's a trailer line.
It is a trailer
Oh
line.
my god, so many trailer lines.
The right touch, these new clothes. You'll let me borrow some, right?
Get your dirty hooves off me!
This fabric is very special. Rarity only uses it for very important clients. Like
AK, not you!
a long time ago, it costs a
Damn.
lot of money. And yet, she was willing to
Very quickly as well, the Look At Me remix is by JT Paper, who's done a lot of the remixes.
Yeah.
In this case.
Yeah, the Luke at me theme just fits Diamond and Silver so perfectly.
It does fit them very well.
all day, Diamond. We got Crusader business
business to attend to.
We gotta go exploring.
We're going to get our cutie marks and being explorers. So, if you don't mind, we'll be on our way now. Not so fast. Let me go, Diamond! No! Not until you give me some of that.
This probably would have been better as a still, honestly.
This entire scene?
Not the entire scene, but this moment right here where Diamond grabs the cape. Until this point where Turning just knocks Diamond over.
Yeah.
Also, that's the part that's mostly different.
You'll get
from the
no
original
sympathy
script
from
is
me,
that
wench.
That Turning
originally
page
it was the
intervened.
Yeah, originally it was just the CMC fought Diamond, TR, and Silver, and they dirtied their dresses. But then we changed it to have Turning Page be the one to instigate the fight, and that's how he gets involved more directly with the CMC.
He's their knight in shining armor.
Mm-hmm.
Get wrecked, nerd.
What, the invisible ponies in the background? Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're in a ghost town, don't you know?
Damn. Yeah, there is.
We don't want to draw like 100 different characters in the background at once.
You don't know that. I think we're crazy enough to do that.
Don't even talk about those.
Yeah, I know we are, but can we not?
Is an actual bitch that instigates it. Come on.
Also, that little thing about Silver Spoon's parents being doctors, totally made up.
Yeah.
We have no idea what their parents are like.
And I feel like a lot of people assume that the stuff we come up with for canon characters that wasn't mentioned in the show, we got like from somewhere else. We didn't. At least not most of it. Most of
it's what happens
we just
when you have
came
a
up
bunch
with
of writers
for reasons.
Yeah, whenever there's something that we always try to find like everything we can about when it comes to like the canonicity, or if that's a word, with these characters. But if we literally cannot find anything, we'll just make something up.
Turning Page flips his mane back. Are you fillies okay?
No, that's not how he would do that. He would.
That needs to be an animation. Hold up, bro.
No, that is completely out of character for him.
I don't care. Do it anyway.
I watched the show.
I watched the show.
Especially if I live in the same town as them. Actually, I'm not really Rainbow Dash's sister.
Oh, please.
Yes, you are, Shannon.
Close enough.
He's saying what everyone else is thinking.
Yeah.
My dad's a member, and I want to be just like him one day. That's why I practice with the sword he gave me whenever I get the chance. Have you?
Oh, that's odd.
Nice soul.
Diamond sword, Lord.
What a blade!
That's awesome. I kind of want to do this.
Tell this music.
You can't
music
even
playing, by
hold
the
a
way.
sword.
What a mighty blood!
More parallels with Scootaloo and Turning. More like comparisons.
I don't really get to see them as often as I'd like to. I understand that feeling. My dad's always been given assignments, so he rarely ever comes home. And over the past year,
I have to stay with Mom. She wants me to go to school and study and stuff.
she and
I like learning from the world, not from you.
I don't subscribe to your equestrian ways. I walk the way of the griffin. Hear me roar.
Wait, you don't go to school? Nope, never have, never will. I don't need school to teach.
Instantaneously, all the CMC are jealous.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, who needs math?
Math is stupid,
bro.
I take offense. I take offense to that statement.
I don't mind math, but I don't need more than 10 years of it.
Look, man, as soon as I start getting into the alphabet with my math problems, that's where I've gone too far, okay?
1 plus x equals 3. What's x?
When geometry gets involved.
7.
Alright.
What the fuck?
And that's when the ship
Everybody
starts.
knows.
That's when the ship starts.
Yeah,
I'm
guilty of
fine
that
with
too.
Well, let's say I'm in love. Chew up. Do up.
Honestly, I don't even remember like the reason why we started doing the ship. I think it just
Because
we
it's
just like,
so
hey,
true.
this is what we need to do.
I want to mention like
Also, I like
this.
how when the first episode came out, everyone was like, "Oh my god, Turning has a crush on Scootaloo," but it's
Well, really,
actually the
it's the
other way
opposite.
around. Yeah.
One
We
thing I
all
want to
know that
mention.
Turning Page is fight sexual. It's very true.
One thing I want to mention is that like it wasn't intended, but like I mentioned in the last episode about how I was designing Turning Page, and that's based off of Fair Devotions and Real Orders designs, and the color palettes and everything. But it also applies. The color palette also applies to Turning Page and Scootaloo. Scootaloo is filled with warm colors, and Turning Page is filled with cool colors. But the kick around this one is that like they're just they're kind of like the same kind of people, but different in their own way.
What the fuck?
That's why we think
We all went to the party straight after.
This is why I love colors and characters so much.
Jack wasn't home when we got back. As soon as we got back to Sweet Apple Acres, we left our capes and Scootaloo's scooter in front of our clubhouse. We went inside my house to find Applejack, but no one was home.
No one? What about Big Mac and Granny Smith?
They're out visiting our relatives in the Hollow Shades. They've been pretty distant as of late, so we're trying to reconnect with them. Applejack was gonna go instead of Big Mac.
It's another reference or call for
Yeah.
word rather.
Okay, I completely forgot how long the scene is. How long is the scene again?
45 minutes long, remember?
What the fuck?
I remember that. Oh yeah, like more references to the show and what happened.
Good.
It's a lot. A lot of like
to get rid of Big Mac and Granny Smith because we don't need Big Mac and Granny Smith in this story. We already have too many characters to deal with.
too many characters.
It happened during
Oh!
you three took your eyes off them.
Those bastards. They robbed us.
Massive.
still done by me, by the way.
Judgment.
Good job, Al.
Thank you.
That must mean they left you a letter or something, right?
Yep, this one right here.
Wait.
Like the creation of
I'm
this
pretty
piece
sure
of
it was a
evidence
night-
was so dumb.
Anyone have anything to say?
I was about to say, I think it took us a lot to find a font for this.
No, we had to look at a website. I think Soundman showed me this website, either me or Soundman. And
Oh god, yeah. What do you
Yeah.
mean we did it by hand, character by character?
oh yes, we
Count.
totally did. We had to resort to that. That's how dedicated we are to this
No.
team.
We had to take a photocopy and everything.
Yes.
This is one of those times where, like, me as the writer am not thinking about how we actually will make this.
You should think about it more often.
Magazine cutouts on a piece of paper. That makes sense in terms of writing, yeah. And then I think about how the visuals, like, how are we gonna make that?
Like the writers, it's like that meme where like, man, we can do anything, and then you see the animators like kind of looking dead inside.
That is me 90% of the time whenever Serenity or another writer asks me to do this very, very, very specific thing. You go, hey, this will be pretty easy, right? And then you gotta remember that I have to do this for hours.
It's like, more recently, like, we've been really like, okay, hold up. Let's make sure what we can do, what we're planning on is actually something that's possible before we actually write it into the script.
And not just thinking in the moment.
Yes, think about it next time.
Please think about it, alright? I'm not sacrificing weeks of my life again for something that I don't even think is probably possible for this software.
I didn't realize y'all were leaving already.
And now we get an answer as to what Al Bloom was doing.
Why the fuck is Twilight suddenly the tallest motherfucker in this thing?
Because she's a pretty princess.
Yeah, that's right.
She must be seen.
Great reordering, great reordering, great reordering.
Figured that the wind had blown it.
Great reordering. Oh my god, great reordering. Great reordering. Wow.
You know,
Took it with
for as long as the scene is, I do like the fact that it does answer a lot of the questions that have been raised in the investigation so far, which is something that I feel mystery stories need to do more of, is not just create an endless series of questions to be answered by the end, like raise questions and then, answer some of them early on, so that the audience actually feels that they're making progress in the story and aren't just continuously piling on mysteries. That's one of the reasons why I don't really like Virtue's Last Reward. Everyone loves Virtue's Last Reward, except for me, because I feel like it just strings along mysteries endlessly until the final chapter where everything gets revealed.
Look at me, a sophisticated mystery liker, enjoyer.
What did you say, James?
I know it has problems, but I just think it's neat.
And the scooter. Sweetie said that she could easily make new capes for us, just like she did before. And as for the scooter, Scootaloo agreed to let me build another one for her.
Build one?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, here goes one of the best takes ever.
This is something I wish the show actually addressed more often, is the fact that Ava Bloom is actually pretty crafty.
Wow, that's impressive.
Like, he was crafty in the Showstoppers, and then, was never shown to ever have that level of craftsmanship ever again. Like, they never really went into.
Well, that's how you write an arc.
As part of her character.
You write details and then forget them and substitute them with other shit later. Anyways, Julius's line. Julius, your line was amazing. Wow, that was impressive.
Was it? I wasn't paying attention.
Man, what are you doing?
Listening to everybody else's amazing performance.
Yo, well, I love your
you're great
amazing
too.
performance. So, wow, that was impressive.
Wow, that's impressive.
But when Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom said it wasn't worth fussing over, I didn't feel right asking them to go along with it anyway. I lied to them.
I thought the story wouldn't be as interesting if all three of us were accused of murder.
So I thought I'd just do it myself.
Over so that neither of them would notice me leaving that night.
What? Scoots? Why would you do that?
Told you I've Bloom for the sake of the story.
Also my scooter.
MLI music.
And here's more MLI music.
I know, but you don't understand. That scooter, that was a gift from my parents.
Probably the most obvious choice.
Yep. It is the only choice.
I'm sure.
Also, that detail about the scooter being a gift from her parents is another thing we just added in. It's not said in the actual show.
Not said in the actual show, but
as far as I know, we don't actually know where her scooter came from.
It's like because she has her scooter all the time, so we were like, it has to mean something to her, some sentimental value. So we're like, all right, it came from her parents.
It doesn't necessarily have to mean something to her. It's just something that she uses all the time. But I mean, yeah, we made it mean something so that she would have a reason to go after it. Also, it's another parallel between these two is that they both have a sentimental item connected to their parents.
Parallels.
Parallels!
Yes, parents.
There's parallels all over this case.
Parents and parallels.
Parents and parallels.
And
That's
pairs.
pretty much how you sum up case two.
Parallels.
Parents and parallels.
Ayo, the perfect pair.
Also,
No,
the
they
smooth,
didn't
sexy
die.
guitar really gets me slip sliding all over the place. Listen to that guitar. Oof.
I'm listening to that guitar. Literally, everyone reacted to that guitar when they heard it.
Even then, though, I still hadn't made my mind. Just like we said, I didn't want to risk hurting Turning either.
Then what made you change your mind?
An entire day's of work for those 5 seconds.
I know, it's like one of the stills I feel like maybe was not as necessary.
But you asked for it.
I did ask for it because I thought it would get more use, but then we only really used it for that one moment. I was like, maybe that was not as worth it as I thought it might be.
You know what? It's adorable art of Scootaloo, so I think people will appreciate it either way.
But even if I don't, I know I'll be able to handle it now. And because I realized that, I was able to
help my friends win a very important contest.
So, speaking of MLI, this is sort of the backstory behind the ribbon in MLI. It's altered slightly to match up with the canon of the show instead of, MLI itself, since MLI, as much as we reference it, is not actually canon to this story. But we did want the backstory of the ribbon to pretty much be the same, so we found a moment in the show, Flight to the Finish, that does sort of reflect the same kind of scenario that Scootaloo went through in True Blue Scootaloo and MLI.
So that part of it can be canon if you want it to be.
What'd you say, James?
So that part of it can be canon if people want it to be, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a growth spurt from Scootaloo? There she is. She got bigger. Great reordering.
The great redeafening. The great refucking. Fuck this.
Long ago in the
bigger. She's bigger. Oh my god. Hate it.
Really? Churning was the one who came up with the plan.
Oh my god, there's no fades. No fades. They're jumping in front of each other every minute.
I should have made this still slightly higher quality.
So I went in behind her back and started poking around. After finding
such tiny hooves.
The whole thing took less than 5 minutes.
I made her head huge.
She's a chicken.
That was deceptively simple.
I take offense to that.
I mean, hey, the best solution to a problem is usually the easiest one.
And killing you is hard.
And then I had to go ask Churning to help.
Yes.
It was probably around 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
I love that everyone just knows what time everything's going on.
Everyone just knows the time, because the time is important to this case for regretful reasons.
Why don't you tell us in 20 minutes?
No, I'm not going over that again.
Yeah, why don't you tell us in about 20 minutes? Alright? With Jared. Well, actually, Jared here too. You both can do it for 20 minutes.
I'll drag Jared in here and I'll complain about my awful decision to include time.
More shipping butter!
The eyes of death.
I kind of wish I'd put in a flashback filter here, but
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, we didn't include one for the Diamond Tiara at Silver Spoon scenes.
Yeah, I know. But we
Almost
started
like
implementing
we were
that
rushing to get the
at
episode
2.4.
out or something.
Wait, what?
I actually have a. So funny thing about that line she just said there. I've never been in the Everfree Forest. When I was doing that line for the first time, I immediately went liar, and then I was like, wait, was she lying? And then I was like, oh wait, that's right, the cockatrice.
Yeah,
yeah. She did go into the Everfree Forest in Stairmaster. To be honest, it kind of slipped my mind when I was writing that line. So yeah, that's the explanation behind that.
That's where the Scootaloo chicken thing came from.
Hey,
Yeah.
THEAljavis.
I mean,
Yes.
sometimes little details like that you forget about them.
Did you ever mention that this episode was fucking rushed?
I wonder why.
It was, yes.
And why was it
should
fucking
we
rushed?
pause that?
Yeah, that's because
Yeah, we probably
it's part
should.
of this episode's development.
Well, we haven't paused.
Got editors mad.
We have not paused in a while, actually.
You got
I guess
editors mad.
that's kind of a good sign, actually.
We're good about being able to say what we want to say just over what's happening.
Mainly because some of us are fucking sleeping on this shit.
So
Why?
Of course, this one.
Yeah, this is great. Go ahead.
What are we talking
anyway,
about now?
so
what's
Sound as
yeah.
sad as possible.
So this episode was rushed to hell because I was being dumb. Literally, I said right to the premiere chat at the end of 2-1's premiere, I said, prepare for the 2 weeks from now. And then the moment I said that, everyone just looked at me and they were angry, like, what are you doing?
Why did you?
And now now we've set an expectation where we're like, now we have to finish this by 2
We had to
weeks.
deliver upon it. It was.
Hey,
But the reason I did that was because we already had like a good chunk of 2-2 like ready. Well, not ready, but a lot of progress was made.
To be fair to Aljavis, we did originally intend to release this episode and the previous one 1 week apart from each other, but then we realized we probably weren't going to get this episode done in that time frame. So we're like, all right, let's set a goal for 2 weeks after the first episode airs. And that was our goal. And we managed to make it, but I feel like only because we were forced to make it.
Yeah,
I worked an 8 to 5 day for this scene. I woke up at 8 a.m. and I started mastering, and I was done at 5 p.m. because I had 1 week to finish it, and I hated it. I was doing it
this
in
is
voice call.
not to mention
I remember that day, actually.
Not to mention I had to hurry it up too.
Yeah, and people are like, "Oh, change this music cue," and I'm like, "I want to die. I really want to die right now, guys."
If there's one thing I want to mention is the mere fact that Patrick was going through a COVID shot, right? And was going through the pains of the COVID shot.
Oh, yeah,
at
he
one point.
was.
Yes, and he had to grind the fuck out of editing that entire scene while going through COVID shot pains because so we kind of got to release this in 2 weeks. Yeah, that was a great time for every single editor.
And it
Blow
shot
my
myself
brains.
in the foot too because I still had that cutscene to work on, and this is my first time using Clip Studio Paint, which I will get to when we get to it. So yeah, from that
Don't make
point
arbitrary
on,
promises.
I'm not gonna make arbitrary promises like that anymore. We will get to it when we get to it. Or I don't want my team to die on me because of what I said.
We're not Cyberpunk.
Damn, I'm glad it wasn't an editor
okay?
this time.
Imagine if I said that for 2-4.
If you said that for 2-4, if you said that for 2-4, you will be dead to me. You will be a dead meat man. All right, that's the damn sure. Wait, making me edit my goddamn scene for 2 weeks, nigga. Oh my goodness.
All right, so
let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going before I die.
Julius, did I mishear you, or did you say
we're getting through this at a record pace
about Republican senators?
No, I said what? No.
What did you say?
I said we're not Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, I heard Republican senator.
I'm here to get political, man. I'm here to talk about colorful horses, okay?
Well, technically you play as a lawyer.
Yeah.
If ever there was proof that you...
That's the law, not politics.
Well, same shit, different shit.
This line, I want to say something about this line. You represent everything that Ribbon stands for. That line was... I purposely wrote that line so that it would mirror the lyrics of the song that we tend to use for the credits.
Yeah, let's go.
Connections.
Suddenly late at
night, or a message.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
And you were willing to give it up to inspire courage in someone else.
I knew he didn't really need it, but it
Oh man, this is a great show you got. Oh no.
It is? Did you know you were a part of it?
I was? Wow.
Yeah, you were kind of killer, you know?
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the hello best character.
Hey,
Everyone's favorite guy.
Hope, Julius.
I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't have Scootaloo go into what she did afterwards, going into the forest, because I feel like that could have helped the next episode, the trial, and
you'll find out for yourself.
of its pace.
Had to deal with less pain.
Yes.
Why you gotta be good?
Man, blame card 2.
But I'll go into that in the 2-3 director's commentary.
Oh no.
Where we all die and have another 7-hour DC.
Starting with her.
Oh my.
He's my he's coming up to be my favorite character.
And here is another big difference between the original script and this rewrite.
Smile.
Yep. You know, the fact that this man started smiling as soon as he said that.
Everyone.
Oh, he's enjoying this.
Come on.
This is nothing but a show to him.
You know this.
But yeah, the fact that Turning Page is the second suspect is very different from the original script. Like in the original script, Turning Page wasn't even like a defendant at all.
He didn't even show up until the second day.
Yeah,
as far as I recall.
He didn't. Both he and Fair Devotion didn't show up until the second day in the original script.
I gotta say,
but yeah, this is another thing that this case is doing a lot of is the theme of doubles. We've got potentially two victims in the forest as of this point in the story. Reordering an unknown pony who was killed at the statue, and then now we have two defendants. And anyone who's seen 2-4 knows where this
More
double
doubles
theme
come.
is going. Also, we're keeping the prosecutor's secret. I feel like there was very little need to. I feel like because TheAljavis had already told everybody who the prosecutor was.
Like a long time ago.
But we wanted to keep the mystery just in case there were some people who didn't already know.
Well, yeah, like there had to. Like have you seen the reaction videos? People didn't know.
Oh yeah, people freaked out. But I mean, anyone who was watching the channel very closely ever since like its inception, like I was, already knew who the prosecutor was going to be. Although we did leak that one image that made people think it was going to be Blue Blood again.
Yeah. Just to mess with the fans for a bit.
Yeah.
And people thought it was the core because
we pulled an Alex Hirsch.
Ah, yes.
Oh my god.
You're wrong.
I know you're talking about too.
Is the author?
The situation has changed, but there's one aspect in which I think only I can understand when it comes
More
to
parallels! Yay!
More parallels.
Your chance. Your chance, bro.
Hey, Scootaloo, let me inject my story into yours.
Yeah, well, that's part of Athena's problem here is that she's trying to get too personally involved, and that's gonna bite her in
No, it's
the butt later.
great.
Yeah.
No problem. Ever.
That she did it. And while I was the one who defended her, I can't deny that I felt a little overwhelmed by it all.
Psychologically precarious. Philosophically precarious, right, Julius?
Totally.
I know better than anyone not to underestimate Athena's knowledge of psychology and the ability to connect with others. After all, it's one
Sympathetic.
thing to save others from being put in prison. It's something else entirely to be able to save them emotionally.
Yep.
Me, I stop them aside after they pay me.
Who can empathize with your situation.
That's
I want you both to put your complete trust in me.
Empathy, sympathy. The hell's that?
Athena's going solo.
You are
Mystery.
I am. I'd like to handle this case by myself.
That's when I've been like, all right, Tiger, slow down.
I am, Mr. Wright. Is that okay?
No, it's not.
You're a little too eager to prove yourself, Athena.
What do you say, Scootaloo?
Look, Athena, we get it. Spirit of Justice didn't treat you right, but come on.
It really didn't.
I see the future. I know that I don't get treated well. This is my chance.
At least take this purple horse with you.
Take the purple horse
That's
with
my
you.
horse girlfriend.
Take your horse girlfriend
That
with
is a
you.
real line, by the way.
That is a
What do
real
you think?
line.
Turning.
By Anox. It is hilarious.
But did she say, I'm taking my horse girlfriend and I'm leaving?
She said, "That's my horse girlfriend."
Damn.
Oh.
You wish.
Oh, here's a little tease.
Oh,
Someone already came down here and offered to defend you?
Oh no, Envy's dying.
Oh, look, what do you mean?
It's Saphello moment.
Who was it?
Some weird lady in glasses.
yeah. Everyone knew who that
Everyone
was.
collectively was like, "Oh my god!"
Adrian Andrews.
Really going back to the tell Athena nothing game?
Yes.
Yes.
It's important that we build up Sonata because I mean, like, come on.
It's
It's
Everyone's
Sonata.
waiting for her.
Everyone is waiting for her.
We have to tease.
See you tomorrow, you
Try to tickle the balls a little bit.
What?
You heard me.
Guard number 2 is us
Why are
during
you
a
tickling my
DC.
balls?
Gotta tease you for Sonata.
I don't know if I can like
Oh, where's the Sweet'em bells?
Nothing can stop.
All the first
she
signs of
died.
tension.
Fell in a pit. Okay, gotta go. Bye.
She is totally 100% on your side, Scootaloo.
Fucking hell.
Oh, Sweetie Belle said.
You mean
Sweetie
Scootaloo?
Belle?
Sweetie Belle?
Scootaloo.
You mean your character that you voice?
Yes.
Dang, I didn't know that apparently Shannon voiced Sweetie Belle too.
Shannon
Wow.
Shannon Belle? That's
Shannon Belle?
But wouldn't that make me Shannon sus then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it would.
Yes, you would.
You're being so sussy. God.
You just have to hang in there till tomorrow. Miss Sachs will save both you and Turnin. I promise.
Come on.
Julius,
She will say the two of you, but it's not going to be in the way that you two think.
No.
he's like, all right, something's gonna go down.
Oh god, we're finally in another place. Holy shit.
Nothing can stop.
God, we left.
We're out of purgatory.
That scene fucking sucks.
It didn't feel the long we were writing it.
I did great in that scene. Oh, God!
You did. Julius, you like yourself. That's crazy. I'm happy for you.
Whoa, let's not get a little ahead of ourselves here.
They're treating her well at the detention center.
It seems that way. Although our meeting
And Twilight is a tiny pony again.
She's so small.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh
she
my
looks so
fucking
small.
God.
And
And V, doesn't that make
Apple
you
got
happy?
bigger.
An apple being so
Gravy,
big.
ordering, gravy, ordering.
Soundman, it makes me so fucking happy. I am bashing my skull into a wall as I'm smiling, alright?
Because
So happy.
As you
you
smile.
realize you'll never be this happy again.
Yes, I will never be this happy to see for the fucking 50th time in a row that a character is
My
suddenly-
Little Pony.
I used to wonder what friendship could be.
My Little Pony.
Until the Great Reordering was telling me.
Shut up! Shut up. I'm gonna wring your neck. God.
I mean, Mr. Wright's Magatama confirmed that she's hiding something.
Magnum.
Wait, did she say Makatama?
Nada.
No
People
one,
say it wrong all the
Magnamata.
time, Shannon. It's fine.
no one in the series can pronounce Magatama. It's like the Kaioken.
It's Magnamata. How many times do I gotta say it?
Mashinamara.
Hold on a second.
Akuna Matata.
I knew it was 1216.
1216.
One after Magna Carta. As if I could ever make such a simple mistake.
Machinima.
So, like, I said it right, didn't I? No, you didn't. I'm like, oh, well, don't I look like a donkey's ass?
No, you look like a great voice actor or some shit, right?
By the way, I have a
No.
question for you guys.
Shut up.
What?
How long do you think the recording has been going?
2 hours.
2 hours.
It can't be like over 3 hours.
You two, Applejack and Apple.
We're making great
One
time.
hour, 38 minutes.
Wow.
God.
No
Oh
way.
my god. That's a first.
Wait,
Wow.
how much long is the
Good job, you
episode?
guys.
Not long.
Let's look. Where are we here now?
Wow.
Damn, weird.
It's less than 20. Oh my god.
Hey,
Under
audience.
2 hours?
We didn't waste your time today. Maybe
Let's
tomorrow.
make this the standard for every DC.
Go to
How
lunch.
how do we manage to fit everything into this episode?
We just shut up.
Oh my gosh. This needs to be...
We talk
whatever did here
about
needs to be what we do from now on.
we talk about minor stuff as it's playing, and we talk about major stuff for only 5 to 10 minutes.
And
when
we add
pause.
in sexy jazz as we do it.
Or apparently samurai music.
Oh,
Samurai
okay.
music, yes.
prepared to defend
Long ago in a distant land.
This is another expansion from Turned Out Storm.
foolish
Well, this one I feel is more important than the other one. We
some pony accused of
Yeah, this
Wielding the
is
magic sword.
missioning
the
punishment.
ominous music. This is a detail I feel like was forgotten from Turned Out Storm. Is that like when Twilight first tried to get a defense straight for Rainbow, she couldn't find anybody. That's why she had to call Phoenix, because like literally no one would defend her.
Sonata.
The-
Where have I heard the name before?
Wait,
Besides on the back of a car.
besides on the back of a car? What, besides the bottom of my mom's car? Good.
On the bottom of the car? That's not a good place for branding.
Well, not the bottom of a car, I meant like on the seat.
released from prison a year
Oh.
ago, but I had no idea what she was doing up until now.
So she became a
What has she been doing?
One character that no one knows, unless you watch the original, or of your stand.
Oh god, an OC run.
Something.
Oh no, it's an OC!
Shit, fellas.
But Scootaloo was taking a big risk in
Sounds so white. Stop.
Shit, fella.
Oh, shut up, Dashy. Chill out.
She's still
this is the
pissy.
point where
Holds a
Rainbow
grudge.
Dash is becoming
Spiteful.
a jerk.
Jerk ass.
Seeing you all at the trial tomorrow.
Shut the fuck up, Dashy. Open mob.
I cannot wait. No, that's a spoiler. I mean, it's
Oh,
an
that was-
animation, but it's still a spoiler.
Don't fucking say that. What's wrong with you? Bruh.
Aljavis is cool.
Look at Twilight's stupid face.
Oh, yeah.
It's an adorable face.
Contended with Phoenix apparently just getting this close to the camera to the point where you can smell his breathing.
Athena.
Oh my god.
Your base, dude.
That was so close to my ears. I could literally feel the air from your mouth.
I saw your vocal cords moving, dude.
Fucking smell your breath from that. Holy shit.
Sorry, Shannon.
Damn, bro, how would you rush?
Bruh.
Every day, boy.
All right, guys. I actually have to go right now.
Oh,
Oh no.
later, homie.
See
I'll
ya.
add some comments. I'll add some comments about the last parts of this
Put it in editing.
episode.
Editor,
Yeah,
make sure
that's
to put
fine.
in Serenity's comments.
Davis,
again.
can you give me like a document for me to write
Sure.
comments in so that you can add them later?
Yeah, just
Enjoy
put
your
it-
Easter.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.
Now they know when we're recording this. Soundman, God.
What?
Now they know.
Now they know that it was on Easter?
Now they know it was on Easter.
Shit, dude, I had so many eggs I was gonna hide, but now they're gonna fucking
Damn it.
You know the best part? You know what's the silver lining of Serenity not being here? Now we don't have. Now we have no more like super long explanations about writing anymore. In this.
And now he's gonna watch this later and laugh at you.
Hi,
Sad.
Serenity.
Hi, Serenity. Future
Happy
Serenity.
Easter!
Happy Easter, bro. I hope you enjoy talking for 30 minutes again.
The victim's son. Turning page.
Granted, we didn't do any super long explanations in the
Turning
writing
page.
from this episode. In this DC.
I like
So
how,
it's all good.
I like how they speak in commas and semicolons. Commas? Colons.
Please do not ever speak
Want me to talk about
those.
semicolons
No.
again?
No, no, fucking no. We
Why
will
don't
not.
You don't like semicolons.
I'm sure
No.
Athena's like, no, Tracy, I'm just panicking in the moment, okay?
It's because I know what it's like to be a kid caught up in a murder trial. And
Yeah.
my own parent. I know exactly the kind of toll both these things can take on you. And I'm there for them. Just as a lawyer,
Athena be like, this is my story. This is me, girl.
This is
This
my
is-
moment.
This
I won't have
this
you
is all
ruin it.
about me. Why don't you
This is
pay
all
attention to
about
me? I'm amazing.
You shouldn't worry about
Reggie?
this, Athena. You need to focus
You're
on
bugging
both
up,
of them.
girl.
Put all your energy into fighting for both Scootaloo and Turning Page as hard as you can. If you do that,
I am pleased that we changed it to Athena though, because originally it being Phoenix, it was alright, but
Yeah.
Athena needs some time in the spotlight.
Yeah.
I'm
Look
glad
at-
I got a break and didn't have to do 2 full-length cases back to back.
Yeah,
Get
totally.
harassed by Soundman for lines.
Dude, your
Why
life
did
would have
I
been
say-
hell.
Al, can you go back to my yeah line? I sounded really... Can you go back?
Let's go
Huh?
back.
Go back.
To my previous line.
Uh-huh.
I sounded really weird. Yeah? Why do I...
That's
You guys hear that?
weird.
It's just you saying
It sounded
yeah.
like I was just
It
you.
sounded like I was really far away.
What's wrong with you?
I think
Yo,
it's
what's up?
fine.
I'm in the kitchen!
You
What?
are nitpicking at this point, good sir.
Man being insane.
You are nitpicking and biased.
I win. Bye-bye.
I'm just saying, I think it's funny because I just imagine Phoenix went to the kitchen to get a sandwich like, yeah, what?
Boss?
Yeah!
Hey, what's up?
Comes back with some hay fries. Okay, how's it going?
Hey, guy, what's going on, bro?
Here comes the best scene.
Of our
Ah, yes, the
series.
scene that spawned everything.
This episode was the
Destro-
catalyst of our 2 ships.
Destro, our baby.
What?
Yes, I want to
Lover
mention
boy.
this.
Lover boy.
I guess this is plausible. Oh, let's wait until the music kicks in.
I just imagine every time she's like, "Oh, quiet you," she just slaps Widget.
She's so small again.
She's so
She
small.
she just slaps your boo-boos.
Yep, he just slaps her tits every time.
What the fuck?
Widget.
All right.
I also love this
Widget, shut up,
background.
Widget.
Shout out to Shannon.
That's canon. That better get animated.
I'll do it.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Here's your book.
I heard you talking to yourself, Athena. I was wondering if you could throw yourself off the edge.
Not only about the trial, but also about me in general.
I guess with the
Kinds of things have you been saying in the general chat?
turning page?
You got it. I could
Thanks, Shannon, for that groaning sigh.
I was adjusting how I was sitting.
I'm going to post an NSFW in the general chat.
Don't
I'm
you
gonna put
dare.
NSFW in general.
That is my job.
Ways.
Shut up, Al.
I will.
Dude, it's so crazy that you can see color through that little speaker tag on the text box.
I
It's
know, and
almost
you
like this
see
was
it?
cropped.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't unsee it now.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Oh my god, the guard's gone.
Where did he go?
He's an invisible guard.
Where did he go?
And she is down and a little to the left.
Yo, guard
She
number 1 is
slanted
fucking
off of her
Danny
chair.
Phantom, bro. He's Danny Phantom.
And she's up now.
I didn't mean it like that, okay?
Gorsh, Mickey.
I know Mr. Ray.
Gorsh, Mickey.
I can't afford to take any risks. No one turning flame is blind.
Look at all these nice flashbacks of things we saw 15 minutes ago.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm still a defense attorney.
Are you?
That much different from the last one.
Damn.
Damn, boss.
Two defendants.
Okay, that's enough from you.
Slap.
I get where you're coming from. Here's the expectation.
Oh, that face when she's looking down, that's she's looking at Widget. That's what that is.
Everything is stacked against you.
She's barely that tall to be that, yes.
Yeah.
I'm certain that you're an incredible defense attorney, Athena.
But that's
Ow.
just it. I'm not.
I love this line.
Oh.
Did you do it, James? Did you do that line?
Kind of
Yes.
sucks.
It's true. Soundman and Turning Page were right to be wary of me. I've only actually
Is Elle
the
dead?
case from start to finish.
When
Being-
Athena says, "Yeah, I kind of suck," and you're just like, "What?"
Yeah, being aware of ourselves sucking is good.
Yeah, I say it every time, and you guys are like, "No."
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Because you are great.
The main reason why I
Eh.
studied law and psychology in the first place was because I wanted to save a dear friend. He was accused and convicted of murdering my mother. When I
Oh
was
my god,
younger.
it's you,
I
James.
studied as hard as I could so I could
Shush.
free him. That big case that Mr. Wright mentioned before.
But yeah, her being really harsh on herself, that's
Looking back,
something that I wanted to keep
if things
from
were different and none of that had
listeners,
happened all
because
those years
she's a
ago,
little bit more confident in Spirit of
I'd almost
Justice
definitely
for
not
what
be
little that we do
standing
see.
here right now.
But it's like kind of in
Whether
between
it was
that.
fate or whatever,
It's hard to write for
Only really pursued a
Athena
career
specifically
they
because
had to.
she didn't really get much in the last game, and she got all of it in the listeners.
Because you had to, not because you wanted to. I get it. It's the same thing, being a princess.
These stupid wings!
When I was able to learn about the magic of friendship.
Damn, the show was pretty much. Damn, the show was better when Twilight didn't have any wings.
Ever since I became a princess, I've been
I like the race war that happened.
It's a far
Damn,
cry
got
when I
him.
was still Princess Celestia's student. I'll never be able to go back to those days at the Golden Oak Library, simply spending time studying or being with my friends. I've been given the duty of a princess when really, I don't know if it's something I ever really wanted.
Being forced into a profession because you felt obligated to do so?
Burdened by others' expectations to act accordingly and lead by example.
Best music ever.
You can't afford to let
Yes.
Yeah.
And they kiss.
My God.
I love that this
Lost
spawned.
connection.
I certainly never thought I'd be
This.
able to relate to a pony from another world.
All right.
Can we
all
just
right,
make
so
a million tracks like this?
And people wonder
I can learn.
why
Definitely learn.
we
Yeah.
made Turnabout Smooch.
Yep. That's what
Yes,
spawned. Turnabout Smooch.
I still have nightmares.
Go watch Turnabout Smooch.
I might as well just admit that I'm in over my head at this
Yeah, now's a good time to talk about it. Destro, the writer for this scene, is like he said that he drew inspiration from Rainbow Rocks. You know, the scene with Sunset and Twilight talking in the kitchen, and the letting everyone down line, sing at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, and I'm glad, and he's glad, as was I, that people made that connection. They're like, "Whoa, Rainbow Rocks? Where is this coming from? This Rainbow Rocks?"
So, Twilight, will you stand with me in court tomorrow?
Will you be my co-counsel?
That's essentially another way of saying, "Will you marry me?"
I've got to be well rested for the trial tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Will you be my purple horse girlfriend?
Just gonna.
Stay out too long. Good night, Athena.
Good night, Twilight.
Like even like I was even like commissioned to make a TWITHENA drawing.
Why were you up so late?
That was
yeah, right.
awesome.
What? Oh, I couldn't get to sleep. That's all.
You know, contemplating throwing myself off the cliff.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, she hiding something.
Shaking.
Anyway, I'm sure I can get some by now. Good night, Athena. I'll see you in the morning.
All right. Twilight.
Winky face.
See you tomorrow.
Twilight, why?
What secrets?
Are you hiding something?
Are you hiding feelings? Like I am? Single crystal.
You don't have to.
Jimmy,
hide your
continue!
feelings.
Who's that?
Oh
Who's that in
no!
the silhouette?
Oh God, it's Zebra.
It's Zebra.
All right, so
Oh, yeah.
I'll pause it right here. I'm just gonna let you talk.
Okay.
just talk.
So one of the additional things that I was tasked to do in my ever-increasing role count in this team is singing this song.
Music. This music. This is the victory theme. Let's go.
You did such a good job, Shannon.
I know, but it took so much work because to start off with, there is, and I am serious about this, currently only one English cover of the song on YouTube. Just one.
Really?
And we were,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I tried looking around. I've yet to say another. But, yeah, so we were basing the English lyrics and how to sing the song pacing-wise from that video. And the initial take wasn't that good. And so I had to actually look up sheet music for the song. No, not just look up sheet music. I had to work with my mom to map out the music notes.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So sorry.
Yes, finding music sheets for this was very hard, so I worked with my mom to map out the notes, and as well as just make sure I'm on key, because apparently the original video, it wasn't entirely on key either.
Man.
So...
Hey fans, we had to map out the original end theme. You're welcome.
Yeah, and I worked with Soundman to make sure the tone and the feel of the notes was just right.
What a glorious victory.
And he also helped master it, and I thank you so much for that. And then, after this episode, a fan went, you know, the notes sound flat, but it's okay, I guess it sounds fine.
Lamau.
So, re-recording!
I did a fabulous job.
I appreciate the compliments, but still, it was this song. Oh gosh, it was quite a trial to get through.
Trial and tribulation, maybe?
A trial and tribulation.
Trial and tribulations.
Yeah.
2004.
So, what are your thoughts on this song, Soundman? Seeing as you had to master this twice.
I hate mastering it. I hate it. It's just different to master people talking and people singing. And it was interesting. I would like to maybe master singing more.
Please forget us about your mastering styles, yes.
Sorry. Terrific choice. Continue, Soundman.
Well, lad, let me tell you.
Oh, yes, Bully.
Bully, I duplicated her voice and got an electro-flanger, and it provided ample background vocals and was quite interesting.
Oh, yes, quite interesting indeed, yes.
Trouble is, well, I like research and development for tactile sounds, you know, just mastering the same song 50 times really grates on your nerves.
Oh, yes, I just know, yes.
So, well, I was having fun, really hated it.
I would imagine
Not to mention that Soundman and I were utilizing a brand new form of recording in that every single verse was its own unique take.
Oh my, how that's quite egregious, yes.
And let's change the lyrics, you know, to make it a little bit easier. Let's have that whole conversation about changing that shit after you already did it. We'll just fuck all your work, we don't care.
Oh, yes, quite, yes. You see, it's never good enough the first time around, yes.
Yes, so, as you could quite tell, the song was an undertaking of vast proportions for myself and my good friend, Soundman.
And it fucking sucked, but it got better next time.
Oh, yes, quite jolly good, yes.
Yes, so that was my talk on the recording of message and all the struggles that went into it.
Hold on, you gotta do your little British boy voice. You'll never have a better chance. You gotta do it.
All right, that's right. I need to do this little boy British voice. Cheerio.
Right. Yes.
Chimney sweet boy. It's a good thing you've arrived. Yes,
just hop over the pond, dear.
Just hop over the pond and get up that.
But most certainly, above everything else, this was one of the hardest things to do for this project. And okay, I can finally stop it.
Good bit, everyone.
That was the best thing.
Suggested message.
That's the best part of the whole thing.
Oh yeah, you a real English person talk about message.
Okay, so TLDR, I had to do this multiple times, went above and beyond just to make sure I was on key. I hope you guys like it.
Jeez.
I am done. Continue with the credits.
Bully.
James, did you talk?
Yeah, this is my fault.
Yeah, scream about it. Tell us. Tell us everything.
5 or so years ago, when the Ace Attorney anime was actually relevant, I found the English cover that Shannon mentioned, because it is the only one. It's literally the only one on the internet, not just on YouTube, but on the internet in general.
Oh, shoot.
And I thought, that's cool. 5 years later, on Christmas Day, no less,
what did I just come back to?
Did you hear any of it?
I had to do something for a bit.
Oh, we'll watch it when we roll back the recording. After.
Yes.
Okay, so you want me to move on then?
No. James is in the middle.
Let James talk.
All right.
I deliver a very present of why don't we have a more interesting credit sequence?
What's going on?
It's the vibe of the case. This is it. And, people kind of liked it, and the pain carried on from there.
It fits the case well.
What's going on? I'm so
Is he
lost.
breaking up?
He's breaking up.
He's
James,
like I
you
can
gotta
barely
get
hear him right now.
close and you gotta scream.
We can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Lovely.
Did you hear any of that?
No.
15%.
15% of it, yes.
Okay, TLDR, I found the English cover. I suggested it on Christmas Day. People liked it, I assume, because it's made it into it. Being carried on from there. Because the lyrics do kind of fit the vibe of the case, I think. In my opinion, anyway.
Yes, you wander through the wandering bamboo flats.
Yeah, and also, the actual animation itself, I think, is very cute as well.
The animation is amazingly done. Very
I honestly,
Thank you, Gian.
Absolutely,
I
yes.
suggested the
Thank you,
song. I
Dion.
didn't really have any idea what it would look like. But it turned out really well. Especially at the end of it.
Hi.
So is that all?
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
All
I
right.
believe we can move on. Yes.
All right, let's go.
Bully. Yes.
I'm out of it, dude. I'm out of it.
What did I miss?
We will watch it back and laugh is what will happen.
All I know is that some British stuff was happening. That's all.
Great, you'll watch it back.
Let's just say this music playlist is amazing.
Doodles.
Okay.
It's okay, we're almost done. We're almost done.
You still have one last thing we got to deal with after this, and I have a lot to say about it.
Okay, I'll just lay down.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Did I make the guard? Wait, what? The guard? I'm ready to make the guard. Hold on.
Man, it hasn't been a long time since I heard the first version of this song.
Do you love it or what?
Time flies forward.
I don't care what anyone says, I like it.
I like it too.
I like the whole thing. I just like the second remade version better.
All right, everyone. Shh.
Oh god, Julius is gonna get a boner.
Oh, you were prepared for this part.
You are?
This part will be the biggest circle jerk in the DC, I guarantee it.
And then, from the heavens, she descends.
Or rather, the camera angle descends.
Oh my god, is that Sonata? Holy fuck! Oh my god! Can't believe! Oh, that's not
His
oh, wait.
penis go doki doki.
She turned down your request.
Do the. Oh my god. Oh, look at her. Oh, wow.
Oh my god, it's
Wait, is that Sonata's sister?
Sonata's sister? Oh shit!
Oh,
So
my
yeah,
God.
Equity.
Equity. I
Smart
actually.
myself.
All right, equity. Yeah, let's talk about equity, you guys. All right. Believe it or not, I actually have things to say about equity.
Yes, you do.
So, as I've said before, I'm pretty sure in some other DCs, I've always wanted to do more in the EOJ verse, other than just being a guy who does silly voices. And we were designing Equity, and it was like, based off of her description, I'm sure I can help you guys out. So I took the task of designing Equity's armor and her color scheme. what armaments she would have. And this is the first draft of her. She's getting a beautiful overhaul coming up soon. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
And took a while. I designed her main, designed her armor, her boots. Had a lot of fun doing so. Want to do it again for another character eventually.
Absolutely. Yeah,
What do
designing
you guys
Equity is a
think
lot of
about her
fun.
design?
I like her design.
Pretty cool.
It's really good.
Elsa.
Oh yeah, like Cadet mentioned that she kind of looked a bit too much like Elsa in the first draft of her. So I'm like, let's fix that up a bit. And I remember we all went through like a whole spiel on her color palette, and I had a hard time figuring out what gold was.
Yep.
And we talked about how black is a great color.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I thought
Black is color.
Not to mention the fact that during that entire debacle, I was downstairs with family in the middle of a thundering situation because, oh my god, tornadoes in Georgia, except that never happens. And so I was casually on my phone hearing these idiots scream about the difference between gold and yellow, and also Elsa multiple times while my family was sleeping. So yeah, that was clearly a great experience to have when it's thundering outside.
Experience to have, and I would do it again.
Also, here's another thing that's special about this cutscene too. This is my first time animating in Clip Studio Paint.
It turned out great.
The first cutscene was done in Adobe Animate. Big mistake. I hated every second of it. Because it's just not drawer friendly, hand drawing friendly in my experience. Like I hated hand drawing in it. Like it's good for like stuff like the pony rigs and whatever. But when it turns up hand drawing stuff, I hated it. I hated every second of it. I was like, man, I wish there was a program that was like a painting program but can animate. And then I remembered, wait a minute, Clip Studio does that. So I thought, I'll do that. Had a much nicer time with it. So much nicer time with it.
Clip Studio Paint, if you're looking to sponsor us.
Yes, please. Clip Studio Paint is so good.
My love
Clip
to
Studio
take that
Paint's so good.
sponsorship. A lot of us would enjoy your
it's so
program,
good.
and you do good stuff. So if you want to do that, that'll be great. Okay, love you. Bye.
Anyway, yeah, Sonata and Equity, cool.
Sonata and Sonata don't you be? And there's one thing that I gotta find funny. There's one thing that I find funny about this whole cutscene. The fact that a bunch of people back on this exact air date, they thought when they looked at Equity, they unironically thought it was Sonata just by looking at it.
And then she walks on the scene and she's like, "Oh, that's Sonata. Who's that?"
Oh yeah, right. That's actually Sonata. Oh wait, is that Sonata's sister? Did Sonata go to the mirror pool and clone herself, and also apparently change her hairstyle and wear armor? Yeah.
And color, yeah. And doesn't wear glasses.
Yes. This is
That's
quite
just how it be.
Equity.
All right, let's continue. Let's wrap this up.
That's fine.
And what of the princess? It seems
Music.
as if she will be able
One
to
small
transform
tidbit.
more.
Sonata's suit is completely different than how it was in 2.4. I will elaborate on that for 2.4.
But it's starting to look like we won't be able to keep these secrets.
Amazing voice work done. Black shirt.
Indeed. For now,
A Lawkeeper
return to Ponyville and continue
What
the
music is this
investigation
from?
on your
What's this
end.
from? What music is this
Guards will
from?
not bar you from the scene
Xenoblade
until you
Chronicles, I
have
think. I think
confirmation.
Jill.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I think it's called Entry.
She's jumping to walk. That's nice, Aljavis. Oh shit.
I did my best, okay?
You did your best, and I'm proud of you.
Foolishness.
Yep.
Animated by AJ.
SK, woo!
SK!
SKVA.
Yeah,
And we're done!
And we're done! We did it! So yeah.
Time.
2-2 was a beast of its own because we had to rush it.
Yes.
A little rush.
But this 2-1 and 2-2 were the beginnings of something much greater, which you guys will see in 2-3 and 2-4. And I cannot wait to share more
Yeah, when we do the
information on
DC
that.
for 2-3, I'm gonna be showering myself with praise because I fucking killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was I 2-3?
Well, then why'd you say that? You didn't know.
No, I mean you were in 2-3, just not a whole lot.
See, exactly. That's why I killed it. I wasn't there at all.
You killed it in scene 1 where you had 20 lines.
The lines that you had, you killed it. You murdered that shit.
You slayed, baby.
Big sword. Anyway.
Yes, queen.
Any closing remarks, ladies and germs?
Happy Easter!
Happy Easter!
Well, yeah, happy Easter, but also, man, this was pretty much my introduction to the rest of the fan base for this project, since Scootaloo only got a few lines in 2-1. But yeah, I am so happy and honored to be here.
We're happy that you're here too, Shannon.
You're amazing.
You are so amazing.
No!
Oh, hell, Shannon!
Oh,
Shannon!
Oh,
Shannon!
How on earth did we get away with 3 Hail Shannons?
Because you deserve it.
You just can't.
Good things come in 3s, don't you know?
That is true.
Fair enough.
We need 2 more Shannons.
My closing remark. Look, I have 2 things to say. One, never, ever, ever, if you're an EOJ fan at all, please kindly never say the Great Reordering anywhere near my proximity, because I might just consider finding your IP. All right, that's the first thing. All right. And secondly, 2-3 marks my beginning as a video editor of this project. It also made me remember that even though that I have been on this software for 5 years and the editing job is easy, it's also fucking stupid, and I never want to do it again. Except I am doing it again because I'm a psychopath.
Yeah.
So yes.
EOJ literally reveals a lot of the flaws of Adobe Animate and how we're gonna optimize it to the point where we're gonna become masters at it.
It's gonna become
I hate optimizing for this software. I just want it to be an animator.
We're writing code for it, you guys. I want you to understand.
Well,
people are writing
Soundman
code in
is.
the server.
They are? Where?
Yes, you are. You fool.
I don't write code. I write shit.
That is code.
Anyway, James, any closing remarks?
Closing remarks. I think flaws aside, I should be really proud of it.
Yeah, Jake casually breaks up.
Shannon, any closing remarks?
I already said my closing remarks.
Okay. 1,000 viewers, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's the end of 2-2's DC. Much more smoothly than 2-1's.
Hey, I love 2-1's DC a lot.
I mean, yeah, that's its own thing, but this is also its own thing too. But yeah, we love doing these DCs. We love talking about the details of what goes on in this series and the production behind it. And hopefully, with these with what we said, you can learn what we couldn't do, I guess, and learn what to do and what not to do in a production, which is what this series is mainly all about. And also talking about our pain. Yeah.
Look, man, we can't afford therapy, so we have to vent out here. Okay.
Yes, we have to vent to the fans.
It's very
Anyways, that is it for this DC. I hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you next time on 2-3's DC, which will hopefully be soon.
I'll talk for 6 years.
I look forward to
I hate 2-3.
All right, you want to end this off the usual way?
Let's do it the only way we know how, baby.
All right, ready? All right, it's gonna sound bad again. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Objection!